inner world must all join up at some point. So we're like a big ball with like a load of sphincters in the middle, and that's our ego, and we're experiencing everything through this sphincter. And so we need to learn to relax our sphincters. That's what it is, a massive part. No, we need to learn to relax our sphincters and let the inner and outer join. Because the outer world, we had the Enlightenment, and at that point we chopped off the heads of our religious leaders, and whatever, that's part of the plot, that's what happened in the game at that moment in time. But since then, we've given all credibility to the Thin King. And the Thin King is this king who lives in a tower reading all the books and getting all the knowledge. And he's a bit like Gandalf. He's got all the known, and he's just, he's fully in control of the universe as far as he can be. But at some point, you've got to take the false leap and step off the known into the unknown. Because at the end of the day, we're hurling through space on a lump of rock. You can have whatever religion or whatever faith you have, but you choose that, because literally we're hurling through space, so it's whatever gets you through the night. And we've seen what happens when only the outer is creating. You can't think of how to make the world a better place. You can't think. Yes. Yeah.
Hey.